McCrispy strips are now at McDonald's. Tender, juicy, and its own sauce. Would you look at that? Well, you can't see it, but trust me, it looks delicious. New McCrispy strips, now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of When Reality Hits. It's your girl, Brittany Cartwright, and I'm coming to you straight from Miami Beach, Florida. I am actually sitting at the pool right now. It's supposed to be 89 degrees. It is absolutely beautiful here. We're staying at the Shelbourne. It just opened like last month, and it is so gorgeous. It's so cute. We're right on the water. As soon as I finish this podcast, I'm heading down to the beach, soaking it all in. But I am so excited because I am here in Miami because I am walking in swim week and I cannot believe it. My little pageant self as a little girl is freaking out right now, dying inside because this is something I never thought that I would get to do. So I'm here and I'm going to be walking in tonight's show with Cupshe. And if you guys remember, I've had a relationship with Cupshe for a while. I absolutely love them. I had my own collab with them last year. And they are such a great company and I'm so excited. They flew me here to Miami and the show is tonight. I start glam at 2 and then the show starts at 5. So I am full of nerves right now, but I can't wait to talk about it next week because I'm sure it's going to be, a once in a lifetime experience. And I'm just so honored and so grateful to be here, especially as a woman who is not super skinny or super tall. I'm not really the model type. So I feel extremely honored that they chose me to do something like this because, my confidence has been so up and down over the past couple of years. So I feel like being able to do something like this, it just really makes me feel good. And I'm really excited. And I just think it's great to have a somewhat normal body, walking in something huge like this. And I'm just glad that I got to do it. And, I feel good. This is really going to be a confidence booster. If you guys I'm a huge Sex and the City fan. So if you guys listening to this, if you ever watch Sex and the City, there's that episode where Carrie Bradshaw gets asked to be a model and, she's going to model along with all these actual supermodels. And then they chose a couple people who weren't supermodels. And she was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then she falls on the runway. That is my biggest fear. It's all I can think about right now. So hopefully next week, whenever I come back on the podcast, I don't have to say that I fell down and that everything went great. But, I'm just so excited. And like I said, my pageant days back in, golly, I was Miss Clark County Fair, Miss Teen Clark County Fair, all the county fairs and back in Kentucky. And, that little Brittany in me is just dying inside that I get to do something like this. So I am so excited. We are going to the Sports Illustrated fashion show tomorrow night too. And the after party, there's an after party for Cupshe tonight as well. So this is just going to be so much fun. A lot of people wrote in saying, that Stassi and Bethany Frankel are going to be walking in the Sports Illustrated show. And I'm so excited for them too. And I am going to be there. So I'm going to get to see it all. This is just a cool experience for everybody involved. And being in Miami on top of it all is so amazing. So this is just turning out to be one of the coolest things that I'm going to get to do in my life. So I'm super excited. I just had my show in New York City too. So if anybody came to City Winery to see me, thank you so much. I appreciate it. The show went amazing. Jasmine was in town, so she was able to come on stage with me, and that made things so much easier because having somebody do it with you is just absolutely it's just great because you get up there and I get so nervous. Even though I've done these live shows and live interviews and things many times, it doesn't mean that I don't get nervous. And a lot of women coming up to me and telling me about their own stories and different things that they're going through, that just means the world to me because I'm so glad that I'm able to, you know, hear other people's stories and also that like my story maybe is also helping them in some type of way. So that's why I continue sharing it. And I'm just very honored that people, feel comfortable enough to tell me things that they're going through as well. Because it's not always easy. But something funny happened last night. I didn't land in Miami until like 5:30. So I'm here with my publicist, Lori. So Lori and I go to dinner at the hotel last night. And it's just her and I at a 2-top table, literally 2 seats at our table. And we're having dinner and just a couple drinks. And then we go back to the room. I was in bed by like 11:30 last night because today is such a big day for me. So I didn't want to stay out drinking or doing anything like that, even though I'm in Miami. I wanted to take it easy, just have a nice dinner and go back to the room, get to bed early. I wake up this morning to Jax texting me and got somewhat freaking out, saying that, showing me a picture of a DM that he got from this girl. And the DM says, hold on, let me find it so I could read it verbatim to you guys. The DM says, had dinner across from your ex. She was with a brunette and some guys. Where are you at, Jax? And it is just so funny to me because there was a guy in sight. Not a single one was around us, nothing. So it's just so crazy that people will literally just say anything to get a reaction. And of course, that gets Jax a reaction. Even though we're separated, our divorce is final soon. It doesn't matter. Like, he still wants to know where I'm at, what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. And it's a whole thing that I go through almost every single day, which I should not have to go through that. But that wasn't even true. It was literally just me and Lori. They got the brunette part right, but it's crazy that they just added in that there was guys there. Yeah, I think that they probably just wanted to rile him up. And at the same time, I'm like, thank you. Because even though it was a bold-faced lie, Jax is getting a little piece of like my medicine that I get every single day almost with DMs and stuff. But my DMs come with receipts and they're actually true photos and this and that. This one was just completely out of pocket, but still it's kind of like, now you know how it feels because we ain't the same. So there's just a lot of differences whenever it comes between my dating life and what Jax has been doing since our separation. So I'm just going to say that, and I'll leave that there. As you guys have probably seen, there has been a lot of stuff come out in the media this week, and I am going to talk about it, but I want to talk about it whenever I have like Zach or somebody coming on soon because, I'm going to do a solo podcast today. I'm getting ready to answer a lot of questions that you guys have sent in, but I just want to have like Zach or somebody on with me so I can have that banter and like really talk about things and, because Zach's been there for all of it. You even see his photo. So, but, don't worry. I will be covering that stuff, but I am in Miami having fun. So I'm going to go right into it and get to some of the questions that you guys have asked me. Thank you so much for always writing in, guys. Every week I put up Ask Me Anythings on my Instagram. If you don't follow me, it's at Brittany, and you can always ask questions there. So we're going to start with this one. This is from Ryan.W.85. Does your son adjust to you traveling so much? Okay. So yes, my son is very well taken care of whenever I leave. I have a wonderful nanny who is amazing, but honestly, I don't travel that much. I know that it looks like I do, but whenever I go to New York, it's like 2 days. And whenever I'm in Miami, this is only like 3 days. They're very short trips. I will say that I spend so much time with my son, and a lot of people think that because I'm working or because I travel sometimes for my jobs and different things that I'm not around all the time. And that is completely bananas because I am with him 24/7. He sleeps in the bed with me. He is my little homie. And the thing is like if I worked a normal 9 to 5, or something like that, like I wouldn't see him near as much as I see him now. So I'm very lucky that I get to spend so much time with him. And he does amazing. I make sure he's so taken care of. I have all of his food ordered. I have everything ready to go. His outfits planned out. I mean, he is great. I FaceTime him like 2 to 3 times every single day. And he just kisses the phone and like kisses me through the phone. It's so cute. So yes, he does okay. And he's just my little homie, but it does make me a little annoyed whenever people think that I'm not around my son very much. Like some people will comment that and be like, well, she's not around her son anyway. And I'm like, are you crazy? What do you mean she's not around her son? Literally 24/7. That drives me nuts. Hold on. Lori wants to say something.
I just want to pop in here. Ryan, her longtime manager, and myself, we literally have to beg Brittany to go on certain work trips. Even last week, New York, she was like, I can't do it. I can't go away. And we said, Brittany, the City Winery New York event that you did. And it was just something that I felt would be so special for her to experience because she has been going through such a tough season. And, the comment section isn't always nice, but these events where so many people come and they're able to meet her in person and they share so many personal stories about themselves and just show so much love. I just felt like you needed that girls' night, and yeah, Ryan and I have to beg her to go on any work trip because the answer is immediately always no. And then when we finally convince her that it's a good opportunity, she literally is like, okay, but I'm cutting it short. I can only go for 48 hours. And then the whole thing is rushed. But yes, your friends have to beg you to go out of the house half the time. You never leave that house.
I know. I think people just think because, whenever you're on social media, you post certain things and you post whenever you are out of the house, like you post whenever you're dressed up, feeling good, looking good, having dinner with your friends. Those are the things that you post. But yeah, it's true. I'm a little homebody at heart, but it's fine. I love my life. This is from This BBY. How are you mentally, spiritually, emotionally? Well, thank you for asking. I will say that I am in a such better place now than I was whenever we were filming last summer. I feel so much stronger. Things don't get to me so much. I've really moved on in a big way. And I think that has helped me so much. So mentally, I am in such a better place. Spiritually, I love my God. I'm still praying every single day. I go to church whenever I can with Nia and Michelle. And, that's never going to change. And emotionally, again, just feeling so much better. Full circle, feeling great. I don't let things get to me like I did. Whenever I was filming last year, I was right in the thick of everything. So I'm just, I've learned a lot about myself from that, and I just feel so much better. So thanks for asking, but I am doing great. I'm doing fine, and I'm really happy. This is from forever_Ashley03. Do you get mommy guilt, and what has helped you to move forward? I think every mommy gets mommy guilt. I think that comes with just being a mom in general. I definitely get mom guilt, just like we were just talking about. It's hard for me to even leave cruise. But I got to make a living for myself, and I have to take these opportunities while they come, because with my line of work, who knows how long this is all going to last. And I'm very grateful for all these experiences that I, get to have and everything that I've been able to do, because I never thought I would get to do half the stuff that I'm doing now. And, yeah, it could be tough, but again, I'm just with him all the time. He is such a mama's boy, and he is my little best friend. So as long as he is so happy, which he is so happy, he is doing amazing, then that's all that matters to me. Have you been looking for a natural way to relieve aches and discomfort? The CBD gummies from Cornbread Hemp are formulated to work with your body, not against it. Cornbread Hemp CBD gummies are made to help you feel better, whether it's stress, discomfort, or needing a little relaxation. We all know that I've been going through a lot lately, and I am not the best sleeper, so taking these CBD gummies are absolutely amazing. They help me get such a great sleep and stay asleep, and they also help me relieve so much stress. So I love that. They only use the best part of the hemp plant, the flower, for the purest and most potent CBD. Formulated to help relieve discomfort, stress, and sleeplessness, all products are third-party lab tested and USDA organic to ensure safety and purity. Right now, When Reality Hits listeners can save 30% off on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/reality and use code reality at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/reality and use code reality at checkout. When Reality Hits is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it. So your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations. This is from C. Montez 27. What is something you do to help you relax when you are feeling overwhelmed? Oh, goodness. When I'm feeling overwhelmed, I obviously like to do things with Cruz and spend a lot of time with him because he makes me so happy. So even if we just are swimming in the pool or I take him to Sky Zone or the park or anything like that, that always gets me feeling great and, really gets me back to myself. I love going home to Kentucky and just getting back to my roots. Every time I get home, I feel like I'm just kind of like resetting, and it just makes me feel so good to be around my family and my friends. And of course, even in LA, spending time with my family, with my friends. I don't have family in LA, but spending time with my friends, that always makes me feel better. Cause like we were talking about earlier, I am a homebody, and I feel like whenever I put myself in that corner where I don't leave the house or get dressed up or doing things like that, it's not great for your mental health. So getting out of the house, doing things with your friends, going out, socializing, getting dressed up, things like that make me feel so much better. And I know this is weird, but I love this game on my phone. It's called Project Makeover, and it's kind of like you do Candy Crush and then you like make over somebody's their room, like you get to redecorate the room, and we all know I love home decor. So you get to like redecorate a whole room, and then you like change their outfit, do their hair, do their makeup. And it's just something that like takes my mind off of things. I know that's silly. Also just like running sometimes and just trying to like focus on things like that, really makes me feel better. But yeah, there's a lot of things. I also love my Nintendo Switch. Like I love playing like Donkey Kong and Mario and just like stuff like that. And, honestly, just spending time with other people just makes me feel so much better. Whenever I'm overwhelmed, they always make me feel so much better. And I'm so grateful for all the friends that I have. So lucky. This is from The Elevated Woman. Is it hard being a normal sized woman in Cali with all those tiny bitches? It can be sometimes, but I am working on my confidence and I'm feeling better every single day. I'm proud of my body for creating my son. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. So I'm really just working on putting myself first and, just being very present in my life. And, honestly, I don't think about it that much. I feel like people in my comment sections think about it much more than I do, because I get told I'm fat or I'm a pig and this and that almost every single day on my Instagram. And I'm like, I'm not even big. I don't know. It's just very strange to me. I am a normal woman. I got curves and I am proud of that. And just because I don't, everybody is not super skinny anyway. There are all different body shapes and sizes, but I know there's a lot more pressures living in LA, that a lot of people think of whenever they think of like Hollywood and this and that. But honestly, it's the trolls in my comment sections that make me even think about it, which is crazy. So I talk about trolls all the time. If you're an Instagram troll, stop it. You don't want me coming on your page and talking about your weight or how you look or how big your boobs are or how much you hate your outfit. Like, I would never do that. Women need to lift each other up. I talk about this all the time. Women need to support women, not put each other down. You never know what somebody's going through in life. So always just choose kindness and choose positivity, because that's going to make your life so much easier. And karma is real, and karma will come back to you. So why not be a kind person, a loving person, instead of like being an Instagram troll? So if you're listening to this and you're an Instagram troll, stop it right now. Like, come on. Okay. This is from Miss_GG. Any more cosmetic procedures planned? Do you recommend chin lipo? I want it so bad. So eventually one day, I feel like I will want to do a mommy makeover. I don't know when that's going to happen. But I just want to feel good I do feel a lot better about my body. I'm not going to lie. But after you have a kid and you get stretch marks and different things like that and your whole body changes, it could, it could really mess with you sometimes. And like I said, I'm working on my confidence, working on all that, especially whenever I've had people like comment on that to me. And, you guys saw what was on the show and everything that I've had to go through. So, eventually I would love to do something about my stomach, but also eventually I will go down in smaller boobs. And a lot of people comment on my breast size all the time, which is so crazy to me. After I had Cruz, they definitely got bigger. I'm aware of that, but you guys are also keep asking me, not you guys, not everybody. I've got so many more love than hate, but in my comments, it's always like, take your boobs out, do this, do that. I'm like, you guys do realize that is a surgery, right? Like I have to go under, I have to be, like do all these different things. Like there are risks involved. I have a son I have to protect. I will have to have them redone eventually anyway, because they only last a certain amount of time, but it's an actual surgery. And I feel like people don't get that. They're like, why aren't you just taking your boobs out? Jack's got you those boobs, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, my goodness. Also, I'm trying to love the skin that I'm in. So, maybe eventually one day I will get there, but I'm not really like, it's not in my plans at this moment. But those are the only things that I would ever do again. I would never touch my face. I've never had fillers in my face, anything like that. I get that all the time. They're like, your fillers are riding up. I'm like, I've never had fillers in my face. I get Botox. Who in LA doesn't get Botox? There's not a single friend of mine that I know that's never had Botox. But I don't get fillers in my face.
No, because you get that all the time, and we see it online where people say, oh my God, her face changed so much. What did she do? And we were out for dinner in New York a couple weeks ago, and this fan came up to Brittany and she was like, oh my God, Brittany, I can't believe you look so different in person. Like you're so natural. I think that was the word she used. And you're so naturally just beautiful. And that's the thing, like you've never had filler. Yeah. Like you've had a little Botox, but I mean, the thing about you've been so honest with all the procedures that you've had, which it ain't much considering. Right. Yeah. Right. And that's the thing I always say, these glam makeup artists, like especially when they're doing your glam for a carpet or for an event or Watch What Happens Live, and they know that you're being filmed on television, they just go way extra. Like they use different products than like we would use if we're going out one night. And it's a lot heavier. And yeah, I mean, I think that's important for you to say because you really have had nothing done. Yeah.
I also think a lot of people want me to still look like the 26-year-old whenever I walked in on Vanderpump Rules. And I'm like, women age. People change. Like, I'm never going to look just like that tiny. I mean, I was like 90 pounds then. Like, I was it's so small. And you guys, it's been 10 years. And I'm only talking to the haters, not the people that, some people are probably listening to this being like, what? I can't believe people say that to you. But yeah, it's true. But like, come on. I'm 10 years older than whenever I started reality TV. I'm going to age. I'm going to look a little bit different. But, again, I'm trying to be proud of the skin I'm in. Even
at the event at City Winery, they actually said like, oh my gosh, you're so tiny in person. Like that's always the biggest shock. And it's true. Like I think TV does just make everything look bigger. And I think that also, like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a celebrity in real life, but what I've noticed, I remember when I saw Angelina Jolie in real life, like even her, who obviously is, she's so beautiful on television and in magazines, but in person, she was so petite. Like her nose, everything was just so much more delicate and smaller. And that's the thing. I mean,
I've seen Angelina Jolie in person too. She is gorgeous, but it was so funny because I was filming a scene for Vanderpump Rules, and I think we were at like a swim shop. I can't remember who I was filming with, but it was a scene I did on Vanderpump Rules. We were like at a swim shop getting bikinis for some trip that we were going on. And Angelina Jolie and her kids had just walked out of the store. Like they were leaving as we were like setting up cameras and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, she is really little, but absolutely gorgeous. It is crazy. Also, like, how crazy is it that people like Tom Cruise and like other people, like they're so short when you see them in real life. It's just so funny and so different. Lori just asked, I only brought one mic down to the pool. I don't know why I did that. But Lori just asked me what celebrities I've seen in like real life that was like a little shocking. Not that it's shocking, but like whenever I saw like Kim Kardashian, she's obviously extremely beautiful and she's gorgeous in person, but she is so tiny, like so short, like way shorter than me. And I was like, I was kind of shocked. I was like, wow, she's really short.
So I've actually seen Kim Kardashian a few times in person, and I completely agree with you. She looks completely different in real life. And of course, yes, she's beautiful, but on her Instagram, I mean, she has like this, a crazy body, right? Like the boobs and the butt. And in person, she looks like a very normal person that you kind of wouldn't look twice. Like, I mean, no. She's beautiful. Yeah. Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. But again, like those model type of photos on Instagram, it's completely different. And by the way, she was at lunch with a girlfriend and she was on her phone the entire time. Never looked up from the phone.
See, I would kill to have Kim Kardashian's stomach and butt. So, I would definitely be looking twice. Lori said I could buy it too. Oh my God. Listen, I thought she was gorgeous. I was just shocked at how short she was. I will say somebody who I think looks exactly like she does on Instagram and in person is Chrissy Teigen. Chrissy Teigen is drop dead gorgeous and she is so kind and so sweet. I absolutely love her. And she's so real to me, and I just love following her on Instagram. Who else have I seen in person?
You know who else I saw? And this was such a sighting back in the day. Cameron Diaz, when she was dating Justin Timberlake. I saw them at Nobu in New York. And by the way, I just saw on page 6, it came out today that Janet was Cameron's assistant.
Oh, it came out on page 6? Oh, wow. Yeah, Cameron Diaz is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And she's so nice and everything else. But yeah. And one time, okay, so me and Zach were filming a scene on the Valley. This was not even on my plan to talk about, but still, this is fun. Me and Zach were filming a scene on the Valley, and we were at a restaurant, and guess who was there? Ashton Kutcher and Mia Kunis. Yeah. And they are so beautiful. They look exactly like they do, and I just absolutely love them. Oh, okay. I didn't know that she talked about that Janet talked about working with Cameron Diaz. Yeah, that was cool. That was awesome. But yeah, we saw Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, and they were there while we had the cameras and everything set up. And I was like, oh my God, they're probably like, oh no, please don't get us in the background of that shot. You know what I mean? Because they are huge stars. Whenever it comes to would I recommend the chin lipo, I mean, yeah, if that's what you want to do it. Don't let anything else hold you back. If that's something that you're feeling like you want to do whatever makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy. Don't listen to the haters or whatever. I wish I would have given myself more time afterwards whenever we filmed season 1, because obviously my mouth was stuck in a downward frown, and it was like that for a while. But now I'm happy that I did it, like now that I'm like completely healed and everything. So yeah, if you want to do something like that, do it. If you don't. Like, it's whatever you choose that makes you happy. Go for it if you want to. And if not, then good for you too. This is from Miss_Gigi. Oh, again. Hey, girl. Who is supporting you the most during this hard time in your life? I will say that I am so lucky and I am so blessed that I have so many support systems in my life. Like, I have amazing friends in LA, in Kentucky. My family's incredible. I've had so much support, and I've got so much love from people that watch the show, and I've had so much support from so many friends. Like, I could go on naming them all, but everybody on the Valley is amazing. I've got best friends back home. We have a group chat called Cheaper Than Therapy, and we all talk every day, and they're always so supportive. Like, they're being like, I watched this episode, or I watched this, or go Brittany. And they're always like reposting my stuff and so happy for me. So I am very, very lucky that I have so many amazing people in my life. My team is amazing. Lori and Ryan, they're always so supportive of me and really helping me. I mean, my mom is my best friend. She is amazing. My dad, my brothers, my sister, I could go on and on. So I'm just truly blessed in that sense. And that makes this whole hard part of my life so much better. And I'm so thankful for everybody. Okay, let's see. Lauren.Intervold asked, thoughts on Jax and Easton's podcast episode. I didn't really listen to the podcast, so I don't have much to say. I love Easton. That's Lala's brother. He is so sweet. He's amazing. I think he is absolutely incredible. He's been nothing ever but so kind to me. The only thing I will say that I heard about that podcast that I didn't like was apparently Jack said that he's never fought with me sober. And that's a complete lie. A complete lie. So that part bothered me a bit because I'm like, don't just like say, I feel like sometimes things are just said to make him feel better or like want to look better in the public eye. But like, obviously we have fought sober. We still fight to this day here and there. And he is supposedly sober for over 100, almost 200 days. And it's like, we still get in arguments. We still fight. So I'm not sure why he said that because that's not true whatsoever. So I will say that because I feel like people know that though. Like if they hear that, they're going to be like, come on. You guys don't fight sober. He was supposedly sober the morning he went to rehab. We were fighting. Like there's just so many other things that happen. And I just wanted to clear that part up because come on. We're well into 2025 now, which means New Year's resolutions are starting to become New Year's compromises. If one of your goals was to eat healthier, Tempo can help you stay strong with their delicious, fast, calorie-conscious meals made with real ingredients. Tempo is a weekly delivery service that delivers chef-crafted meals from a dietitian-approved menu fresh to your door. Tempo serves up fast, feel-good, single-serving meals that are crafted to cook in just 3 minutes, so you can eat well without sacrificing taste or convenience. With new recipes each week that are made with real ingredients and nutrient-rich, they make it easy to keep up a healthy lifestyle. Tempo's perfectly portioned lunches and dinners take the guesswork out of eating well, are fully prepared, and can be heated in the microwave in just 3 minutes. Tempo offers a variety of meals for different dietary and taste preferences, including protein-packed, calorie-conscious, carb-conscious, and fiber-rich. I love Tempo meals. Not only are they delicious, it saves so much time, especially whenever I'm really busy with work and crews and everything else. It's great to have a delicious, healthy meal ready in 3 minutes. I love that. For a limited time, Tempo is offering my listeners 60% off your first box. Go to tempomills.com/realityhits. That's tempomills.com/realityhits for 60% off your first box. tempomills.com/realityhits. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Listen up, campers.
It's time to buckle up, pitch a tent, and take a hike.
This is Camp Counselors Podcast
With Zachariah Porter
and Jonathan Carson.
Consider this podcast your new favorite variety show.
Where the badges mean nothing.
And the drama means everything.
Is this podcast even about camping?
No, but it is camp.
We cover everything.
I have a theory that a chicken finger is the perfect chaser for a tequila shot.
No, because at the end of the day, I was a child actor who fell victim to an audition scam.
I'm going to be vulnerable for a second. Have you ever had to shop in a Husky section at a department store? Then I don't want to hear it.
Honestly, I can't talk about this anymore. I'm overstimulated and I'm bloated.
From weird news and our current obsessions
to hot gossip and listener-submitted confessions.
Nothing is off limits at this camp.
New episodes of Camp Counselors drop every Monday and Wednesday.
Listen wherever you get your podcast.
Lights out, campers.
Okay, this is from JQUIII. What do you miss most about life before all the chaos of fame, marriage, and parenting? Good question. Honestly, I feel like Cruz has never not been in my life. And I know that's crazy because he's only 4 years old. But it just feels like he was always there. So, you know, he's the best thing that's ever happened to me. So I would never miss anything pre-Cruz, like in the parenting world of it all. But I will say it is very different being in the public eye whenever you are going through hard times And I think that that's something that I miss with, just a little bit of privacy here and there. But I signed up for this life. I'm putting myself out there, all of it, the good, the bad, the ugly. So yeah, it could be hard at times. It could be, troubling at times to get all these people commenting on your life and this and that. But, I signed up for this, and I'm going to bring everything in my life out and be very open and honest, because that's the only way to live. And I feel like I can help people in the process. It can be embarrassing. It's not always easy to show your ugliest moments on TV, but I do it. And honestly, I'm proud of myself for doing that, because it's not easy, and it can be, a lot of ups and downs come with it. But at the end of the day, I'm always going to be real, honest, and open about everything that I do, because again, I signed up for that. This is from @Josta Sanders. Have you blocked Jax yet? That's hilarious. He's been blocked since before we separated. So yeah, he's blocked. I'm sure he has me blocked too, but yeah. This is from Julie DK79. Did you like Boston? Oh, I love Boston. I think Boston is beautiful. It's so clean. I've been there 2 times now, and I am a Boston stan. So yes, I love Boston, and I would love to go back at any time. And people were so nice to me there, and I'm so appreciative. This is from Nat_Nicole. Do you ever miss cheerleading? I miss cheerleading all the time. I think back to like how athletic I used to be, and I'm like, how did I do all those tumbling passes? Like, how did I do all that? How did I work out? And we would work out for an hour, and then we would do practice, and then we would do a game, and cheer a whole game. But cheerleading was such a big part of my life. I cheered since I was 4 years old all the way up to college, and I cheered for EKU. And, so that was like a huge part of my life. And my high school, George Rogers Clark, shout out. We won state all 4 years while I was cheering there. So it was just such a fun moment. The sisterhood is amazing. I do miss it a lot. I still have dreams sometimes that I am going out to like competition, and I like go on the mat and everything, and everybody can remember the moves and I can't. I don't know why I still dream about that. Maybe somebody can like tell me what that means. But yeah, I'll go up there and be like, oh yeah, I'm ready to compete. And then all of a sudden I don't know any of the motions. Can't remember the words, nothing like that. Cracks me up whenever I have those dreams. But yeah, of course I miss it. It's amazing. Okay, this is from Lucy Lou Frank. Would you ever build your own home at the farm? So I think about this all the time. I would love to like build a tiny home on the farm. I think that would be so fun. So maybe in the future, that'll be something that I do, so that whenever I go there, I have like my own place, like away from everybody, where I can stay. Cause again, I'm a homebody. I like to have my space. I love being around friends and going out, but I also like me time and alone time. So I think like building like a little tiny home, one of those like really cute ones, would be so fun. This is from Miss Taya. When will you have the Bella Twins on your podcast? So I just recently did the Bella Twins podcast, and it was so much fun. I adore those girls. Nikki and Bree are so amazing. And, I clicked with them so hard. Their podcast was so easy and so fun. I feel like cause they live in like Napa or something, so they don't live in LA. If they lived in LA, I would just be like they're besties, because they are just so cute, so fun. And I think me and Nikki especially have a lot in common. But yes, I've already asked them to be on the podcast, so they will be on soon. We're just working out like the timing of it all, and I cannot wait to have them on. All right, one last question. This is from Brooklyn Sky. Are you staying in the house you bought with Jax, or are you moving to a new home? Yes, I am staying in the house. I completely took it over. That is my house. So proud of myself that I'm able to take care of everything by myself. That's one thing that I am just like, yes, I'm a bad bitch and I can take care of it all, So I'm super excited. I've changed a lot of things. I've had friends come over and do the sage and all that stuff. If you watched The Valley this season, you saw that I wasn't really I don't really know much about that life, but my friends do. So I would let them come over and sage it and do all the stuff. I cleaned all the sheets, burned all the sheets that were already on there, disinfected everything. I changed a lot of stuff about the house and really made it my own. And I'm going to continue redoing rooms because I love decorating. So my next projects are going to be like redoing my front living room and redoing my bedroom and just making things into my own. But I've already changed a lot of things and I'm super excited. A lot of people were asking how me and Nia were, and I will just say me and Nia are great. I love her so much. You know, this was obviously filmed last summer. I'm so excited for her to have her new baby girl any day now. Her and Kristen are going to be, I mean, obviously Nia's already an amazing mother, but Kristen is also going to be such an amazing mother. And I'm so excited for both of them. Yes, we had a weird night in Santa Barbara, but we are great. I love her. Everything is okay. And we have moved on. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening to When Reality Hits. I will let you guys know how this weekend went next week whenever you come back in and listen. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. I love y'all. Thanks for listening to When Reality Hits. Have a good one.
Are you looking for your next case? Pluto TV has all your favorite crime dramas streaming for free.
You're gonna need some backup.
Which means suspense is free.
Very cool.
Watch CSI New York, Criminal Minds, Blue Bloods, Tracker, FBI, and SWAT all for free.
You can't outrun this.
Someone is gonna pay for all this crime. But it's not gonna be you.
Take care of business, fellas.
Watch all the cases, all for free, from all your favorite devices.
We got you.
Feel the free. Pluto TV. Stream now. Pay never.